There we go. Good to go. Good to race. Hello everyone. Hello all the viewers coming to the channel. We've got very cold tires on the GT3. We are racing on Brands Hatch with Racing Hards. It's the GP layout. So we've got the full track. And we're kind of just getting the grips of the track before the race starts in 5 minutes and 20 seconds. It's going to happen soon. We will try and get as many laps in as we can before the racing gets going. But fortunately, we have raced Brands Hatch a few times before. So we don't have to worry we don't have to worry too much about, I think, getting some practice in. We kind of know our braking points and we can use the racing to calibrate a little bit. But it's going to be fun. I think Brands Hatch always brings some good close racing. And it is a fun race. Easy to make mistakes. Tip a wheel on the grass and you might bend it and blink. And you might make a very big mistake. But now, going on to our first flying lap, we'll see what kind of a lap time we can put down. I actually didn't have a look at what is a fast lap on this track. But we can definitely go faster there. A little bit of calibration, but nothing to worry about. Be careful there for the oversteer. We need to hit the apex here. We got good rotation, but missed the apex. This being our first flying lap, it's forgivable. On the gas. There we go. On for our second flying lap. I think we'll set a decently good time. Personally, not too worried about our lap time for Brands Hatch. We'll go into it the first race, see how things go. Not a big deal if we didn't qualify very high up. What really matters to me is getting some experience, and I don't mind doing that in a race setting. Even if we qualify last, we can surely learn on the race. So that I think is a worthwhile strategy, because we get to have fun in the meantime as well. Cool. First flying lap about to be done. I don't think that is a whopping lap time. There we go, already quicker. Went deep there. I used the bridge, whatever you want to call it, as my braking marker, and obviously that was a little bit too late as a braking marker. We're still ahead. Shows you how slow our lap was. On the gas. There was opportunity there to go quicker, no doubt. We'll see if we get anything here at all. Little bit slidey. Okay, I think we have about one lap left to try and set a decent time. So let's give it a go. Got about one lap left. I don't think we have enough time. Time is going to run out surely. A little bit of a big slide there. We don't want to be doing that. Okay, well. It's good. I mean, this is our fourth lap on the track. We're bound to make a few mistakes. it's good to make them in the practice so that we don't make them in the racing setting. I also knew I was going quite wide. For me, it was really about exploring the limits. My tires are also very dirty now, so that's useful information for the race. It can be extremely slippery if we get pushed off the track or maybe even make a mistake ourselves. But the race is about to start. 20 seconds. We need to cut that corner nice as much as we can. Cool. Well, I'm feeling ready for the race. We'll see if I actually am. Because, yeah, 4 laps of practice, that's not major. It's not a major amount of practice. But we'll see where we're starting on the grid. We are in a lobby with a few A+ drivers, so I suspect, 4 laps worth of practice is not going to get us very high up. I definitely know that we could set a much quicker qualifying time than a 1:26. I suspect if I just put 10, 15 laps in, we would qualify in the top 10 range. Pretty certain of that. But yeah, it seems like the BRZ is the car to be driving. I'm familiar with the 911, but we can take the BRZ GT300. It's a nice car, but the tail steps out massively. It is such a slippy car. And so, yeah, maybe it's the fastest around the track, but oof, at what reliability cost, you know? Or rather, what consistency cost? Because it really is so hard to be consistent in that car. Although, you know, the biggest difficulty with the BRZ is the low speed corners, because it really, the turbo lag kicks in so hard, and then you've all of a sudden got from 20% power to 100%, and your rear end just goes completely. And then when your rear end is gone, which typically happens on small corners, then it's so hard to catch it. Extremely hard. So you really have to be anticipatory about the rear end stepping out. So we're going with a 911. Trust the naturally aspirated. And we're starting in last. I am feeling decently confident that we can gain a few positions. Let's also see how clean the drivers are ahead of us, because they could really butcher it. There's a good chance a few of them can make contact and butcher it. So let's keep some distance already. Some drivers going wide. He closed the door, so I couldn't take the inside. But we're nice and close. So we'll stay, for the time being. We'll size the guys in front of us up. There goes Levely, Polish driver. Hit the apex here on the gas. Pretty decent exit. I mean, I know we've only done 4 laps of practice with this car and this track combo, but we've raced Brands Hatch before. We do know this track. Oh, but pushy there. Push to pass, unfortunately. But I wasn't the one that pushed, so I will take the position. I will take the opportunity. Oh, what a good drive we've got, yeah. Am I going to go for a move? Nah. Oh, got bumped from the back, unfortunately. That messed up my corner exit. So hopefully he doesn't go for a move. Might need to go slightly defensive, so I'm going to hang around in the middle of the corner. Now I'm going to go to the inside. Oof. So far, race is working out quite well for us. Just with a little bit of defensive driving can work in your favor. And I must remind you, this is now my 5th lap of this track and car combo. So we're doing pretty good. it really helps to get some practice. You know, the more you do a track, the easier it is to get into the swing of it. Gran Turismo likes to put this track in the daily races, so it's not like I haven't been here before. This guy behind me is on my tail, and I keep on having to take a look if I need to go defensive or not. Yeah, that slight bump that I got from him meant that I went deep on the corner there. So now I need to play catch up. But that's a great corner exit. Now that I kind of have a little bit of clean air, I can take the corners the way I know how. Look at all that contact ahead. There we go, 2 freebies. Second gear is probably not the gear for that corner, but it's reliable. Helps me stay consistent. So for the time being, that's the gear I'll use until I get a little bit more experience with this car and this track combination. Because what I'm looking for now is consistency, not outright pace. That was a pretty decent and clean move made on me there. It's not over yet though, I've got the inside for the next corner. So I'll try and give him some space. There we go. We gave him a decent amount of space, I'd say. He's not going to get space in this corner though, because just the nature of the corner. Oh, but he switched back. He's on my inside. I'm going to have to wait for him to come past. He's going to get a penalty there. Yeah. Sorry, sir. Oh, I definitely bumped him. I apologize about that. A good thing I didn't wait for him because he exited the lobby immediately. Let me try and see if I can catch up to the R8. 3 laps left. Should definitely be doing more practice before coming into the races. Set a better qualifying time, so we can play with the big boys, the top dogs. But we're catching up to the R8, so it's not over yet. Pretty good there. We're on for a, yeah, slightly catching him, but you can see that he's got the slipstream of driver ahead, so on the straights he opens up a gap on me. We're on for the fastest lap as well. Nice, we're almost within that 1 second window, so we get slipstream from the drivers ahead. We're in that 1 second window, ladies and gentlemen. We're gonna get some slipstream now. Oof. We caught up so much there. 3/10 in just that one corner. Gap is now down to a half a second between me and the R8. And we opened up a gap on the Polish driver behind us as well. Oh, look at that exit. Now we're right on his tail. With 2 laps left. Well, 1.5 laps left. I think we can get top 10. I definitely think we can. Touch the grass there, and I've never done that before, so I was cautious that it was going to be a bit slippery. I was just a bit hesitant on the throttle and sacrificed some exit speed. Oh yes, we are nice and close now. What I'm going to do is just create a little bit of space, because I know that I was going to be faster in that corner. That's why we gave him a bump draft now. I obviously didn't give myself enough space. Let's see. Oh, he goes. No. Oh my gosh. That was close. I was so worried that he was going to spin out into me. We're so close. I want that 9th place. I want that 9th place. Give me that slipstream. Come on. He's slightly evasive. Oh, there was almost opportunity there, but the door just wasn't wide enough for me to go through. Is there going to be opportunity still? It's going to have to happen in the final turn. Nah, my tires are slippery now. That 9th place, we were close. I could taste it. But, unfortunately, just a little bit of a touch of the grass meant that the Russian could open up a small gap on us. But overall, pretty decent. Before this race, we literally did 4 laps worth of practice. Kind of 3.5, actually. So, I'm pretty happy with that. Overall, pretty decently stoked. We will do much better. I'm going to go and set a qualifying time now between the next race. The next race is in 9 minutes. So, I'm going to set a good qualifying time between this and the next race. We'll qualify higher up. And then we can get some good racing going. But the 911, she's good. She's very good around this track. I'm enjoying the car. I'm going to save that replay. We got some good side-by-side racing there. Yeah, of course, I dropped some driver rating. 10th place isn't really, you know, worth writing home about. And Gran Turismo agrees. So we'll try and do better. Let's see. Can I set a better qualifying time? I really think I can. What should we aim for? 123.588. So I think somewhere in the 124.5 to 125 mark we should aim. I'm generally a second to 1.5 seconds slower than the top, somewhere in that range. Hard tires a little bit cold now, I can feel it. We're going to give it some beans into the first corner on the first lap. Yeah, the tires are cold. Gonna do first gear this time. A little less throttle, because that rear end steps out. I need more rotation in that corner there. Get myself rotation here. Can get on the gas. Maybe a fraction of a second sooner. There was still some space left on the track. We want to use all of the track width. Rotation here. Hug the corner. Cut this corner. No cutting happened there. So we need to be a little bit tighter next time. Wait. Okay, not to worry. Let's get our tires undirty so that we can get some grip. Oi, that's not going to help anyone. We'll restart. See what the lap timer says. All right, I've got about 4 laps that I can put in to set a qualifying time. Off to an okay-ish start. Get to the outside, yeah. Fortunately, that doesn't count as track limit, so you can go quite wide there. Okay, last lap around. I thought I could go a little bit wider, get on the gas earlier, so I tried that this time. But it was too early, so we'll just calibrate for next time around. Yeah, I should have cut that corner. So I need to adjust my braking point there. Adjust the braking point there as well. 5 minutes left. A few more laps left to set a qualifying time. That'll get us hopefully in the top 10. Hey Mike Blue, welcome to the stream. Thank you very much. I'm glad that you enjoyed the race. Yeah, I think we caught up pretty decently. Cut that corner pretty decently, but because I cut it so much, I couldn't really get on the gas early enough, and that shows in the time gap that we have currently. Very conservative there. Oopsie, little bit of grass. Fortunately, nothing major. Yeah, we are already 1.2 seconds quicker, so we should be in the 1:24.5 easy. We should definitely be in the 1:24.5 mark. This is going to set us in the low 1:25s. We can go quicker than this, I know it. Pretty decent there. Great exit there. There we go, look at that. 3/10 quicker already. Great corner exit there. Now, we have loads of speed out of the corner. So we're already standing a good chance of breaking into the 24s. Look at that. Oh. Hesitant on the gas there, but we're still half a second ahead. Ooh. 0.64. We've got one more lap left to try and beat it. Okay, we're going to be in the 1:24s here now for sure. But can we get 1:24.5? Hello, Shockwave! Welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. $1:24.5. So, we set the lap time that we said we could. Pretty decent. What is our optimum? 1:24.231. So we're at a pretty decent optimum, I would say. Oops. Okay. Be cautious of that curb. Lesson learned. Shockwave, the dailies have been pretty okay. This is my second race for the dailies. Last race we started in 16th because we qualified only after 4 laps. In 16th. But we went all the way up to 10th place. Now, we're definitely going to start a little bit higher than 16th. We'll see where we finish. But I've only been doing daily race B for the time being. I'm spending a little bit of time here. But yeah, I think Brands Hatch is a good track. And what else? There is, I've got the other track. One of them is Grand Valley Highway, and that's a good track. It's actually, you get driver's rating counted towards it. You get some driver's rating, and it's in the NSX, so it's a road car. So a very, I guess, low traction, low downforce car, which can be very interesting racing for sure. And then Daily Race C. What Daily Race C? Oh yes, SVG, CVG, Circuit Giovanni, GGV. That's the one. Yeah, yeah, it is the first corner. The first corner on Brands Hatch, Mike. If you mean the first corner on Brands Hatch, geez, man, it is tough. But it's because it's like a blind corner with trail braking. The braking zone is very hard to determine, but especially you can determine the braking zone, but then to try and figure out how to go and take the corner, to kind of estimate, because it's a blind turn. It's so tough, and it's so easy to spin out there. But you must kind of aim for a set of trees, This is a 6-lap daily, actually, which is quite nice. It gives you good opportunity to go and do some overtakes and stuff. I like these daily Bs where you don't have to have any pits or anything of the sort. Kind of a little bit quicker, But it is, 6 laps. I wouldn't mind if this was a 10-lap race. Because the laps are so short, 1 minute 20, 24, 25 laps. They're very easy to go pretty quickly. Or to get a few laps just cranked out quickly. But yeah, we are starting now in... Where are we starting? I didn't even look. But we're definitely not 16th place this time. We're starting in 5th. This is going to be interesting. I mean, what's going to matter to us really here is consistency. And if I'm completely honest, I don't know if I don't have enough practice yet. We did one race, which was 6 laps. And you don't really get to practice your braking markers in one race. And then I did those 4 laps after the race with a little bit of qualifying. I want more race time or seat time on this track to feel that I can get that lap time consistently, but we'll do our best to stay clean. Oh yes, the Formula, the CGV Formula car was so intense, man. When they did the Formula car on CGV, I really had a tough time. And last week with the hypercar, or was it last week? One of the weeks. The week before with Watkins Glen. Ooh, I really enjoyed that. But I must tell you, I find it quite challenging to race in those extremely high downforce cars. I have to calibrate my racing style just a little bit. I get there eventually, but I do find it difficult. Nice. Got some rotation there, which kind of recovered us, but if you have a look back, we've opened up a decent gap. And we're still sticking with the top 4. So we're nice and close. Kind of hope that a few of these guys in front of us make some mistakes, because overtaking isn't very easy on this track. Look at how close we are there. Oh, it was both weeks. Oh yes, with the Le Mans. I didn't actually do that one. And I am not good at, what's that track? Cirque de la South. I'm not good at that track, man. I've practiced it so little in my life. Whenever I see those daily races, my brain just like subconsciously decides that I'm not going to do those races. And I'm a kind of person that likes to try and master every track, But my brain just says, okay, this track isn't going to work out for me. There was definitely no opportunity for a move there. I just kind of went next to him because he braked a little bit early, and then maybe there was a chance to square him off. It's going on the inside. Yeah, this is going to be opportunity for us to get a good exit. I got a really good exit, but unfortunately, he turned in front of me. And that, he kind of gave himself a bump drop by turning in front of me. Well, at least we're consistent, which is good. Our second race for the evening, if you're just tuning in. And so far, so good. Second race for these daily races. Feeling pretty stoked that we could learn this so quickly. A bit slow through that corner there for the Chechen driver. A little bit of grass there, doesn't help me much. Yeah. Ah, you've got the VR. Oh yes, I could definitely catch him on a fake dive. He does seem to be reactive when I'm close. But his mid-corner speed is very low. I wonder how he set such a fast qualifying time. Oh no. I totally bumped him out. I totally bumped him out. That's really unfortunate. We'll have to just do a race with him for the rest of the race. I totally, completely bumped him out. That sucks. We were kind of in the running for a good race there. But I must say, his driving is a little bit weird. Like, I can't believe that he's set such a good qualifying time, but his mid-corner speed is so slow. It really throws me off, so I think I must leave a bigger gap between him and myself when I'm following. For some drivers, you can follow super closely, you know? Some of the guys, you just can't. Because maybe his strategy is more just focused on exit speed for every corner. Which maybe in some corners works, but in others, I don't think so well. Yeah, no. He at least doesn't seem to be too angry about the fact that I bumped him off. But the gap is now 0.8 seconds. So there is opportunity. Oopsie, oopsie, oopsie. The tough first corner. At least we didn't go off. We knew we braked too late. But that meant, yeah, we lost 7/10 on him just by taking that first corner poorly. And that shows you how important that first corner is. But then in that one corner, we caught him by 2/10. I wonder how he qualified so well. I really wonder. There we go, we caught another 10th on him. 2/10 actually. I wonder if he qualified following the ghost. Maybe he used the ghost to set his, help him set his time. Because it doesn't make sense how we're catching him so much and I don't even feel like I'm on a fast lap. Oh, mistake for Affinity. Damn. Oh. Cautious of the grass. You do better in the races than qualifying. I mean, that's really good. That's a really good problem to have. I support that cause, you know. I'm completely an advocate of being quicker in the race than in qualifying because, yeah, maybe sometimes it's a little bit hard to overtake people. But if you can be consistent in the race, that's what really matters. Good racing, you get to follow closely, you can overtake people. And I find that, you know, if you're just fast at qualifying, you're always going to have an annoying race and you're going to make mistakes and you're going to think the people around you are dirty. So I support it. I think that's a really good trait to have. Oh yes, it's reading the comments. Okay, listen, guys. I need to learn how to read the comments properly. Do not read the comments on a straight. Or actually read the comments on a straight. Do not read them while in a corner. But no problem, Mike. It's part of the adventure. We'll do another race and we'll definitely have some redemption in the next race. But yeah, I personally think race pace matters to me more than qualifying time. Also, to be fair, I'm very biased because, you know, I'm a content creator, albeit amateur and pretty new to the whole scene, I am trying to create content on YouTube, and it benefits me to be faster in the race than it does to qualify, because if I'm just a fast qualifier, then I'm out in the front by myself. But if I'm fast in the race, I get you guys some good overtake reels and shorts. So I guess I'm biased. But I mean, if you look at Formula One, right? Sometimes Russell, not in the last race, but there's been a few times where Russell has qualified faster than Kimi Antonelli. But Kimi Antonelli has the race pace, and at the end of the day, he goes and wins the race. Ooh, there goes Affinity again. I don't blame him for making mistakes. He's also streaming, so he's probably reading the chat and touching the grass at the same time. Yeah, that's good. If you know you're good enough to get ahead, then sounds really fun. Sounds like fun racing to me. Oh, a little bit of a slide there. Put on a show for the boys and the girls. All right. We started off this race pretty decently. We should leave some space between us and the driver ahead, especially when we can't really predict their braking points. But like you said, we will need to definitely just fake a dive, and then we will be able to probably make a move. I think if we show a nose on the inside, they'll go defensive. But yeah, another race. Yeah, podium is cherry on the top for sure. I like to finish top 5, and I think that's mostly because, you know, Gran Turismo has that stat on the top where it shows how many times you finished in the top 5. But, you know, those stats, they don't really tell the full story. A lot of times I'll enter races without even qualifying just to try and see if I can get anywhere, you know? So they don't always tell the full story, but every now and then I do look at it and think, I should improve that stat. So I do like overtaking, but I do like finishing top 5. All right, we are on for another set of qualifying laps. Let's see what we can do with this. I brake a little later here intentionally. Might have worked out for me. You know, I had a very deep entry into the first turn, so could have slowed me down a fair amount. But I'm just experimenting. We'll see on my second lap. I'm going to take it in the normal way, and we'll see on the second lap if I'm quicker at all by taking it the normal way. All right, we know that we can't touch the curb there, otherwise we're going to spin out. Cheers, Mike Blue. Thanks for watching. We will definitely be winning the next race, so don't worry, you're not going to miss out on anything. We already know we're going to win. I'm just kidding. But if we do, I'm going to be stoked. No. Touch the grass a bit. Don't hold me to that. Yeah, I get what you're saying, Shockwave, about the clean race bonus and the nice overtakes. That is also pretty good. I can be, from time to time, aggressive. But it really depends on the race, depends on the person, depends on what I'm trying to achieve. But yeah, like, you know, sometimes you also just have to try and be a little bit aggressive, and if you get hit with that penalty, then you adjust, but sometimes you'll find you don't. And that's really how you find the peak of your performance, I would say. Yeah, especially when someone's holding you up and you know you've got the pace on them, and you know you've got the pace on the person ahead of them, you really just want to get past them as quickly as you can. When 25.2 was our last lap. We're already 5.5 tenths quicker. Yeah. Oh, the guy ahead of him was going slow. That explains it. You know, all I was looking at was his tail. I wasn't looking at what was happening in front of him. Which is actually bad racecraft, I would say. Here we are. Nice, 3 tenths. A little bit quicker, but I want to do better. Deep there. It's going to cost us a little bit. That was decently quick through there. A little bit quicker than our last lap through those last 2 corners. Wow. 1.5 tenths lost because I went half a meter deep. We were purple. But not to worry, we still have at least 1 lap left to try and go quicker. Let's avoid damage. Try and spin out cleanly. Yeah. Now we just need to clean our tires off, because we've only got one lap left. And we need clean tires. Cool, here comes the lap. Oh, nice. Almost all of the track width. I'm happy with that as corner exit. Let's focus on this first corner, really important. Not an amazing first sector, but we're gaining again. Currently 1 tenth behind our best. Great exit. Look at that. Gaining on our best time. And I know we made mistakes on the lap on our best time, so we're definitely on for a decent lap. Nice. Still ahead. There we go. That's like almost half a second ahead. Nothing phenomenal. Made a little bit of a mistake there. But I appreciate the encouragement there, Shockwave. Fantastic is definitely how I would describe some of that lap, but not all of it. Too much rotation there. Yeah, quicker than the last one for sure. That was a 1:24.797. I don't actually have a screen for you to be able to see all of that in my OBS, but what I'll do is I will shift to a screen where you can see the split times between me and the driver ahead on the race. Here comes the screen. It is not the most pretty right now, but it'll get better. Ooh, look at that. We're starting in 4th, right behind the 296 GT3. Is that car even any faster on this track? Well, the fastest qualifier is in that car. So is Big Fat Racing. I think we can do pretty decent. What do you think, Shockwave? What are we going to do? Are we going to finish podium? Yeah, I think we have a chance of finishing podium. Let's see. Quite a few YouTubers on the stream here today. Quite a few YouTubers. All right. Shockwave. This is going to be our last race, just because I have work tomorrow. I have to take the dog for a walk and so on, you know, responsibilities and such. But we will give you a podium. Yeah, he can be aggressive, but I think he's clean. And I have done some side-by-side racing with him before. Actually, yeah, he can be quite aggressive. You're completely right. I do recall that now. So let's see. But I think we stand a chance of getting podium. I don't know how fast that 296 is on this track. I know it's slow in a straight line, but we'll see. Oh my G. Oh, you're going home from work. When are you going home? Hopefully soon. And then to a newborn. Jeez, man. You must be getting very little sleep nowadays. Man, being a parent is tough. I don't even know what it's like, but I see it on the people around me. And being a parent is not easy. All right, here we go. Into the race. Big Fat Racing. He is our next opponent. Thankfully, he braked a little bit earlier than I was going to, which kind of made me react. And if I didn't, I would have gone deep into that corner. I was just a little bit excited to bring the challenge to him. So far, yeah, it's a good shout there, Shockwave. Maximum focus, no chat. Yeah, Ferrari's decent in the corners. Good exit there. Show a nose. Want to show him that I'm behind. We're on for the fastest lap as well. He's gone defensive. Maybe not a wise move to go on the outside of him. Yeah, so I'll leave some space. Oh. I was kind of hoping for him to go wide and then I could switch back on him. Yeah, just a bump draft. He gets on the gas nice and early there. I could definitely learn a thing or two from him in that corner. Three laps left. Jeez, man. Where are we going to make space? We might just have to put pressure on him and have him make a mistake. .3 seconds behind right now. He's going defensive. We're definitely faster in the second and third last corner. But we're not faster everywhere. Yeah, I could get him with the dive. I'm gonna try. 2 laps left. I was desperate there. Now we have to defend against Levy with dirty tires. My tires are so dirty. He still doesn't have the inside, so I'm gonna go defensive. There we go. Okay, we've kind of opened up a gap, but unfortunately, I was desperate there to catch up. We went onto the sand, and that pretty much sealed our race for 3rd place. But we can still finish in 4th. I'll have to make sure that I focus. Decent gap there. Yeah, okay. We've opened up a gap on him now. Shockwave, you're such a great supporter, man. If you were anything like my parents, you would have said, I'm disappointed in you. Fourth isn't good enough. I'm just kidding. My parents were never harsh on me. They should have been harsher. Maybe then I would have finished on the podium. Oh, looks like we're gonna finish on the podium by no achievement of our own. Yeah, our parents should have been harsher, you know. Sometimes we don't give them enough credit, but sometimes they don't deserve enough credit. Wooden spoons were invented for a reason. We must tell Mike we didn't finish in third, but we at least finished on the podium. First lap was a 1:24.7 and we were 1:25.1. So not too bad. We were close. She would throw you with the spoon. That's hilarious, man. That's hilarious. We got a podium. Heck, man. Nice. Ah, I'm so lucky. I didn't get to see that you have a fantastic baby. But it's wonderful. Eats and sleeps on schedule. You are a very lucky person. That's amazing. Shockwave, you have been an amazing companion on the stream. And for the rest of you guys watching, you should come and join Shockwave in the chat. We gained some driver rating. I'm pretty happy with that. That was pretty decent. Where did Affinity finish? Oh, he dropped quite a few places. I think I might go and replay his stream and see what's been happening to him for the last few races. Shockwave, you are a good person that deserves recognition. So I'm giving it to you. I'm sending it all your way. Thanks for joining. It is now 10 p.m. my time. If you could sub, you'd sub again. Well, every chat comment feels like 100 subs to me, so I'm very happy about that. But have a good evening to the rest of you. See you all sometime soon. I'm actually going to South Africa this Friday, so it's going to be hard for me to stream, but I'm back on the 10th of August, and then I will be streaming again. But until then, I will be uploading some shorts and some long form. I'm actually uploading a long form of going to the Nürburgring. I made a very poor financial decision, and I bought a car. And I took it to the Nürburgring, which was also a poor financial decision because it cost €35 a lap. And I did 19 laps. But I'm going to I'll upload a long form video of what it was like compared to Gran Turismo. Small spoiler, anyone who says sim racing doesn't help you is completely wrong. So yeah, I'm definitely going to do that. The actual track, indeed, the actual track. But have a good evening, guys. It was good hanging out with you, and till the next time.